I'm in a hard place of like whose side to be on.
Khloé's.
But there is no side.
Khloé's.
Because they're both talking about different things.
Khloé's.
What side?
Khloé's.
Welcome to another episode of The Recap. We're starting this episode off with Kourtney because she just gave birth and she's doing her 40 days and 40 nights of staying home.
I've never heard of this. Did you?
Well, I only heard of it because she posted it.
Yeah.
But this entire episode, I felt like I was just watching my For You page.
Yeah.
Because everything that was featured was like such a monumental social media moment for the Kardashians, or at least in my world, because that's literally my whole life.
No.
But what was cracking me up was that earlier this season, Kim says she does not hate Kourtney. Kourtney says there's no drama, there's no beef. And I actually believe it now because Kourtney wouldn't even answer Khloé.
No, she never answers for me these days.
What? I feel like I talk to her 100 million times a day.
Hi.
What
Hey.
snake?
It was so shady, but also, you know, Kourtney said, hey, I had just looked at my phone, so the back-to-back calls, and I answered Kim, babes.
But I'm also kind of like, I feel like if Khloé can never get a hold of her, there's a reason for that.
People are ganging up on Khloé this year.
What is the reason for that?
I mean, she's got a stick up her ass, and you're not answering her phone calls?
That's literally the title of the episode.
I know.
You don't realize that you sometimes have a stick up your ass?
Khloé literally is not doing anything other than living her best life.
She's the MVP of this entire show.
Seriously. But before we get into the Khloé of all, because this episode like literally was all about Khloé, bringing up this pregnancy, and like I love how they kind of discussed how bouncing back is not really a thing anymore and Kourtney doesn't care. But what she does care about is keeping her vagina intact.
What does keeping your vagina intact mean?
Well, you can have prolapse, which is where your vagina can like fall out, I think.
It's very important. This is Travis's favorite place on the earth.
I know.
So we
It's
gotta
his
make
little
sure our
wonderland.
guy's happy.
But I'm like, damn, like of all the Kardashians, like Kourtney is the most open.
Yeah.
With about
Literally.
open about sex, open about what her relationship is like, and knowing that this is in her mind of like, I need to keep my vagina intact.
I would think as a woman, that's an important thing to do.
I wonder if she ripped.
Oh.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
From the coochie
All
to
right,
the
too
crack.
much visuals.
Okay,
Next,
sorry.
next.
I'm gonna give Kourtney some slack. She's not going on this trip. They kind of discuss it. She's not going because she's just gave
She
birth.
should stay home.
Obviously,
She's a new
she
mom.
needs to take
Yeah,
care of her
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
But what I loved the most was how Kourtney Kardashian speaks baby.
He wants to go upstairs.
Oh, he does. Is that what he's
He
saying?
said, I want to go upstairs.
Okay.
Chris is like, you are cray cray.
Mind reader. She
Yeah.
knows what her baby wants. They went through some things together.
But Kourtney Kardashian did pass the torch to Kim for the Christmas Eve party, the infamous Christmas Eve party.
This Christmas Eve party was really white. I was gonna say really white, but
was.
it was a white
Winter
a
Wonderland.
Winter Wonderland, an all white Christmas theme. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this. I mean, the entire time that this was happening, my head was asking questions of like, I thought she was too busy. She just pitched a movie. She's doing this, but it also clicked that it's holiday time, and so
Yeah.
most work pause.
Yep.
So
Well, and I think the Kardashians, when it comes to the holidays, that is their like downtime. End of year, they've worked their asses off all year.
Yeah.
And we have to shout out the iconic Mindy Weiss.
I'm in the middle of planning Christmas Eve with Mindy Weiss.
Like, I just love that
Yes.
since social media and being a Kardashian superfan, like I've got to meet Mindy Weiss multiple times. And Andrew.
You never told me that.
Oh my God, I meet her all the time. Like me and Mindy are like this. With the legend Mindy.
Do you have her number?
No, but I have Andrew's number.
We'll get Andrew on the phone.
Literally.
Right now.
But like I tell Mindy every time, like, you're gonna do my wedding, you're gonna do my wedding. Like
Yeah.
I can't even wait.
Yeah.
But I just like seeing the actual party planner because everyone on social media always is like, why doesn't Mindy Weiss have a show? Why doesn't Mindy Weiss have a show?
I don't think Mindy Weiss needs a show.
Oh no, she's too booked and busy and she makes too much money to be sitting here doing
She
shit
makes
for TV.
more money off TV than she would on.
The main thing of Christmas time for the Kardashians is the Christmas Eve party. But now on the show, and I'm going to take credit for this.
Oh.
Is because every year I rate the Kardashians Christmas
You do.
wrapping paper, 16 million views and counting.
Ooh.
That was just on one video.
Ooh.
How they kind of had a little Christmas wrapping paper segment.
Oh, the wrapping paper. Kim kind of sets the bar really high, which has really made us a lot more creative, but competitive.
Who did you crown the winner?
You know, when it comes to me rating the Kardashians, they're all winners.
But they were all hating on the
I know.
recyclable skims.
Well, yeah, Khloé coming over here saying she's coining it recycling. That's the reason Kim did it.
Yeah.
Khloé was throwing shade.
Kim's ridiculous, her rapping this year. I mean, they were cotton jersey, t-shirts, like whatever you're trying to claim, you're recycling.
But I love how Kim was coming for Kris.
The last few years, my mom just copies what I do the year before.
And then none of the Kardashians like anyone else's wrapping paper other than their own.
Mine is always better.
I think the best wrapping paper is between me and Kendall. I'm not competitive about shit. I just know that my wrapping is the best.
Kendall and Kylie swear they're the leading.
Kendall's wrapping paper always hits.
The blue horses
Yes.
with the green
It always
tie,
hits.
I was
It always
into that.
hits.
I was into that.
But I love that Khloé got a little dig at Kim for the wrapping paper because this episode, can I say though, her and Kim's fighting, I am having a really hard time.
I'm pissed.
Why are you pissed?
Go ahead. No,
I want to know why you're pissed because I'm not going to be pissed.
Oh, do you want to get into? Go ahead. Open up the
I'm
conversation.
just having a hard time because I'm Team Kim.
Oh, okay.
But I'm having a very hard time turning my back on Khloé.
I don't know. I was like, is Kim serious? I mean, set up the scene.
Okay, let's set up the scene. We're going to start with Khloé and her parenting. The fact that season 5 of the Kardashians is all about parenting is just cracking me up.
Yeah.
So we get to see Khloé with her kids. They're eating dinner. They're having the moment, having the cutest little family bonding time ever. So we're getting to see how Khloé is as a mom. Fast forward to Kimberly Noel and Khloé Kardashian at Kim's house having a conversation about how Khloé was bad-mouthing Kim as a mom. But she wasn't.
You were calling to not really ask me if you could do her hair, but to let me know that,
I actually wanted
her
to know,
hair
can I-
wasn't washed.
My entire situation, I'm like, is this even a conversation? Kim, are you serious? Kim was literally irking my entire nerves the entire time because how dare you? Just take the help. We understand that you're busy. You don't want to stop work. You have no time to sleep. You clearly have no time to get the gel out of your daughter's hair. So let Khloé step in.
Don't comfort Kim.
Let Khloé step in.
Okay, but the best part about it is that Khloé called Kim for approval.
Yeah.
That was it, because we know Kim would have been pissed if she did something that she didn't want her to do.
Khloé was spot on.
But so Kim, Khloé literally said, hey, is it okay if I do Chicago's hair? Kim is over here retelling the story of your daughter's hair is disgusting.
Do you mind if I do her hair? Because it's nasty.
Chicago's hair? The hair gel?
I would have never let my kid go to bed with
But I
hair
never
gel.
said that. Did
But
I
it's
ever
the
say
tone.
that?
It's just the tone.
I feel like Kim is a bit stressed, and so she's literally like throwing this boiling frustration onto Khloé for unnecessary reasons.
Well, and literally when Khloé is sitting there like, well, what the hell is going on?
It sounds like you're dealing with a
that
bunch of your own bullshit and you decided like harvest this and build up all this animosity towards me when this is a you problem.
So she's like projecting, as Khloé said. She said, I feel like you're projecting. In other words, she feels really guilty for being a workaholic parent and not really having these strict boundaries, as she mentioned on the phone with Kourtney. Like, if I could do it over, I would just have more rules. And Khloé's like, you can start today.
The one thing I would do is be so strict from the start.
What do you mean? With your diet or?
With rules and like strict with the kid.
Are we? Well,
I'm not saying right now.
you could
zero.
still start.
This entire episode, I was smiling ear to ear just because the
Really?
girls are clocked in.
Okay,
Every one of
yes,
them was
yes,
clocked in
yes, yes.
with a K.
Yeah.
And to see Kim and Khloé fight, like, this is going to sound so bad, but we haven't had this since like early Keeping Up days.
Oh,
where
the
it was
back and
Kim
forth.
versus Khloé.
Oh, yeah.
Because the past season, Kourtney's always been like, you two are against me now. And it was kind of fun to have a shift of how Kim and Khloé fight.
But it was this really? When somebody's trying to help you in your ugly yellow pants? Like, are you serious?
Oh, don't come for Kim's ugly
Are
yellow
you?
pants.
Because you said they're ugly.
No, you said
You said
they're ugly.
don't come for ugly
No.
yellow pants. You said, yeah, they're ugly.
Like, this is how fed up Khloé is with Kim. The scene starts and Khloé tells Kim, like, be careful of your mom's shoulder.
Be careful of your mom's shoulder.
And when the conversation ends, Khloé says, F the shoulder. And she shoves Kim so bad that Kim is literally like, oh my God, my shoulder.
Honestly, you're such a bitch these days to me.
Khloé was not playing around.
No, she was irritated actually because she honestly feels like Kim keeps picking on her. There's this nitpick, like, what did I ever do to you? If anything, I've been in your corner the entire time.
Literally.
The reverse mom shaming is crazy.
You're shaming me for being a helicopter mom or whatever you want to call me. And you're claiming I'm shaming you for not being more of a strict parent or whatever you're claiming at this point.
Kim was literally irking my nerves. I literally have written down, Kim is being a see you next Tuesday. Like, I was just not happy.
She's always serving. This entire fight, Kim sitting there being like, there was just she just unleashed on Khloé.
Live your life. Get out.
It was the parenting, it was never leaving the house, and it was like, you just need to get fucked.
God, she just needs.
Maybe.
What is this really about, Kim?
It is all building up
Yeah.
to the point where Khloé doesn't even want to go on this Aspen trip.
But we will not let Kim rain on our parade, so we're gonna go.
She has to go.
We're
literally.
going. We're going.
The Aspen trip in and of itself, the drama. Like,
Yeah.
we have not had this good of a vacation.
This is good.
I feel like since Kim lost her earrings in Bora Bora.
This was good.
Like, this was a actual family vacation.
Oh, yeah.
With actual family drama.
Oh, yeah.
And what I loved most was the close sisters, they were all turning on each other.
They really were.
Kendall turned on Kylie.
She did.
Kim's turning on Khloé.
Uh-huh.
Kourtney, God knows what she's doing, probably breastfeeding. Like, she's probably out of it.
Well, you could bring your boobs and a nanny.
The drama on this airplane, one, I'm like, why wasn't it Kylie Air or Kim Air? You think
Right.
Kylie would, that's why she got off? She didn't want to fly another airline other than her own?
Kylie has a lot of anxiety. And so, like, having not slept the night before, she's been feeling really weird. I feel like she was actually having these fears of, like, there could be something happening wrong on this plane.
Yes.
And I have children. But also, if you fast forward, which we can come back to, the fact that she didn't... It wasn't weighted enough to be like, hey, family, let's all get off.
Yes. That was the best part of the entire flight drama.
She felt unsafe. So you're going to leave your whole family and let them die?
If you feel that unsafe, you'll beg and plead and
Right.
cry for your family
Why
to
would
get
she
off
leave
a
her
plane.
mom, her sisters?
Obviously, Kylie has anxiety and like she doesn't show up on things. So am I bummed she didn't go? Yes. Am I at least happy she gave us something and that was a panic attack? Yes.
She's about to cry.
But what I'm most loving is
Yep.
the fact that Kendall Anxiety Jenner was like, I'm not putting up with this shit. Like, she's a liar. She's not doing, like, if Kendall Jenner, the actual anxiety storyline girl, is coming for Kylie saying your anxiety is not real, like you do this all the time.
Yeah.
Kendall's fed up. Like when Chris was going to hand her the phone, she's like, I'm not the one.
She said,
I'm
I am
not
the
the
wrong
one.
one right
I'm the
now.
wrong
'cause-
one.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Fast forward, or not fast forward, but when Kylie was talking about how she didn't want to fly and drive in the snow, this is when I wish they showed clips from Keeping Up because we all remember the last trip where not my fault, not my fault.
Not my fault. That was coming to my head.
Kylie was in the car, Kim was in the car.
Yeah.
She's traumatized from driving in the snow.
Yeah.
Okay, we get that.
And she saw 3 crashes last time she was
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why the girls are mad. They're not mad that she didn't come on this trip.
there. They're not?
No, they're mad that Kylie gets to get out of filming.
Yes.
Kylie doesn't have to come on this filming trip because it's not a family vacation trip.
Yeah.
Kylie goes to Aspen multiple times a year with Kendall.
Sure.
And all their friends.
Yeah.
They're upset that Chris, executive producer, doesn't put her foot down for Kylie to say, you are going on this trip. You're contractually obligated to.
Yeah.
And you need to show up and support the show.
But do you think that that's something that Chris can do while they're rolling? Like, hey, we're doing a show here and you need to shut up and sit
I
on
think
this plane.
we're so beyond the third wall, fourth wall, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think Chris will never because Kylie is just her favorite.
Yeah.
Like she wouldn't really put her foot down.
She's also, I think we take out of context of like, she's also the actual baby of this entire franchise. So the babies, they do what they want.
Yeah. But Chris, I get why they're mad. They want to hang out with Kylie. No, they want to be, they all want to show up and film the show and be done.
Yep.
So now that we're in Aspen, we get another confrontation
At the chalet.
at the, the fact that Chloe's like, is that what this is called?
How cute.
What a chalet.
That's what this is called?
I thought of Jen Shaw.
Oh. Well, Kim needs to get Jen Shaw out of prison now that we're thinking about it. Kim shouted out Gypsy Rose.
I just want to watch Gypsy Rose.
Oh God.
Please shout out Jen Shaw. That is someone I actually would like for you to get out of jail.
For scamming old people?
You'd rather support a murderer than someone scamming old people?
Okay.
So we're back to the conversation. No one knows what they're fighting about. Everyone is talking about different things.
What are we even talking about? Do you hear the conversation right now?
Part of me feels like Kim's doing it on purpose.
Yes.
Like, but I live for it.
No, I mean, yeah, bring
Yeah.
the drama. Kim is calculated. Kim is strategic. She would not be one of the most famous women on the planet if she was not. Everything has been planted to lead up to this very moment in time that we're experiencing, seeing the Kim Kardashian icon that we see. She's strategic. So, of course, she's going to be strategic in the household with the people that she grew up with. She knows their every move.
Well, if she knows her every move, she should know that Khloé's not putting up with this. Like, this is not how you talk to Khloé to get Khloé to do something. I've never heard this word more in my life. The sentiment.
The sentiment?
Yeah, they're like, it's not about the sentiment.
Yeah.
Or is it about the sentiment? It's the sentiment.
It's the sentiment that matters.
It's the sentiment.
It's the idea behind what I did.
Yeah, what the hell does that even mean?
But she was on the phone with me.
The sentiment is, I'm hungry.
I wish you were there to hear the sentiment because no one
but
else
what
felt
you guys
that
aren't
except for her.
realizing, she said the sentiment was different.
You're making up the sentiment.
Kim tells Khloé she's in denial. And Kris Jenner is like, clocked it.
Oh, no.
I think you're in denial.
About what?
About the sentiment.
Mom,
What?
chill.
Oh.
And then Kendall jumps in.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, Khloé, she's like, I love a good schedule.
Yeah. But it's like the underlying issue here is getting lost in my book, and it's getting lost in Khloé's book, and I think it's getting lost in everyone's book.
I think we're lost right now. Because what are we fighting about and for?
Well,
we just got to the chalet. Can we ski?
Can we just enjoy ourselves?
Where's the cocktail?
With the back, they're bringing back up the FaceTime call where Khloé loves to FaceTime her kids.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, maybe Kim's a little jealous that her kids always hang up on her and Khloé's don't. You know what I mean?
We just said this. I mean, Kim is feeling a little resentment around her own parenting style.
And Khloé's sitting there too. She doesn't have a schedule. She just likes to be home with her kids.
Which I understand. You wake up in the morning, I'm like, I like to go to the gym at this time of day, but I'm not there on the dot.
Yeah. It's the contacts with the K.
Right.
No one has the right contacts for this story.
I am highly confused at what I'm being punished for here. Loving my kids too much, saying goodnight to my kids, them being on a schedule. I would love for someone to point out what the am I doing that's so offensive and hurtful to her.
It's just giving me a little bit of anxiety, but I'm also sitting here too because it's like I'm Team Kim till the day I die. Like ride
Well, Kim's
or
wrong.
die. But I'm also like, but like Khloé, I just love Khloé. Like she's like my bestie. So
Same.
like I'm in a hard place of like whose side to be on.
Khloé's.
But there is no side.
Khloé's.
Because they're both talking about different things.
Khloé's.
What side?
Khloé's.
I know, but Kim was just getting it.
Khloé's.
One thing I really did take away from this conversation, Aspen, was Khloé came with her receipts.
Yeah.
Anything Kim said, Khloé had to counteract. When you were FaceTiming, Khloé's like, it was when I just got there. She's like, no, you came down the steps.
She's
Khloé.
I stopped 2 steps down.
2 steps down.
I was trying to front entry. I wasn't in the party.
No,
and
you
Kim,
walked, it was walking down the stairs to the party.
the 2 steps,
Inside.
and then I hung up.
Okay, and you brought your kid.
This bitch brings her child with her to Allison's birthday dinner.
Back and forth.
Kim is giving us not all the information.
No.
To where we're Team Kim.
Because she's strategic.
Kim.
But also, I think Kim, if she would just stop nitpicking around these silly things that do not matter, just literally say, hey, sis, I would like for you to be present,
I know.
period.
Yeah.
Right? You've been stuck in the house, and I want you to, like, not get used to that environment, so just be present. Not like, oh, you're on FaceTime with your kids? Like, girl, shut up.
Oh, wait, don't tell him to shut
Shut
up.
up.
I think the real issue here is Kim is single, Khloé is single, and I think Kim would really enjoy Khloé to hang out with her more. We got the flashback to Paris. She didn't want to go.
Yeah.
I think that's where Kim is having an issue, maybe, is they used to be so together all the time. And now it's like, oh, Kim is out living her life, doing what she wants to do, inviting her to things, and Khloé is politely declining.
Politely.
And I think Kim's a little upset with her about that.
Well, maybe, Kim, if you would stop living in the past, this is a new day, and she wants to stay at home right now.
And she even said on the show, like, it could be in 2 years. It could be in 3 years. Like, who's to say when True's 10, I'm not like, get away from me. I need my time.
Listen, my kids are 6 and almost 2. Who knows in 2 or 3 years if I'm like, okay, I need more of a social. I don't know.
And she made valid points in this episode towards the beginning. Like, my kids are not always going to be around me, and
Yeah.
I do want to date. But right now, can I just put them to bed?
But Kim was living for it. Just the smirks,
She was.
the
She was.
smiles. But I did like when they were shading, how they all came together for their shade to Kylie.
I'm definitely going to wear it and take
Let's
pictures.
undo the stitches so when she puts it on, it unravels.
No, we are definitely wearing it.
But this episode, I think, hands down, is my favorite of the season.
Yes.
It was jam-packed with the K.
Yes.
And I need to know your peak and pit of the episode.
My peak is seeing the overall drama throughout this episode,
Yeah.
the sister on sister of it all. Like, it's sparking clearly emotion in us, right? But then I think my pit, I have never tasted bishi.
My sisters describe bishi as like an Armenian pancake. Honestly, I've never liked the family bishi. You know this. I had like 2 servings of our bishi. I'm like, this is what it's supposed to taste like.
Oh my god, the bishi! Freaking Kendall and Kylie's bishi.
Yeah.
Well, is it bad that I would love to taste bishi with a hair in it?
From Kourtney, because they said it wasn't them.
She looks up at me and she goes, Kendall, Kylie, there's a hair in my bishi. And she pulls it out. And we're like, that's your recipe, babe. It's not ours.
I think my peak has to be Khloé's comeback to Kim.
I'm not going to be here all day, so if you need to slap me or something, do it.
Get to it.
Khloé, get to it. She's like, literally,
my
I got
girl.
places to be. She's on a schedule.
Khloé money is in there.
That was my,
I love her.
my peak. And my pit is the fact that Kim Kardashian is losing her eyesight.
I think I can reverse this. I'm serious. I'm gonna eat tons of carrots and I'm gonna do red light therapy on my eyeballs and open my eyes.
Oh, the carrots.
Yeah, well,
my mom told me that as a kid.
well, I think we all thought carrots were good for your eyesight.
But why does she still think that at 43?
You know, at least Chris is still her mother and teaching. Like Kris Jenner said, Kim, it's old age, honey.
Red light sounds harmful to your naked eyeball.
I know you. I don't know you shouldn't. I mean, red light's great for other things, but yeah, not the eyeball.
Stay in school, Kim.
Let us know in the comments down below your peek in the pit of the episode, and make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss another episode of the reKap. I'm COLT Paulson. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and social media at Gay Man with a Spray Tan.
And I'm Archie J. Follow me at Archie J Speaks everywhere.
It's about the sentiment. Sentiment.